This world, which its people call Krataris, is home to much strife. Humans live on a continent called Agrum. Nearly 1,000 years ago, a woman named Share heard a voice, beckoning her to the world's highest mountaintop. When she came down, she claimed to be the wife of a god, and spread her faith to the people of a country called Ybor, before mysteriously disappearing. 3.5 centuries later, the king of Ybor began a bloody crusade in the name of this god, conquering all of Agrum in the process. Under imperial rule, other religions and mythologies were erased, replaced by the Yborian faith. They now simply call themselves the clergy, and their god is just God. On what should have been a moonless night in the year 500, a blood-red moon rose in the sky over Agrum. Under that ominous light, countless monsters pulled from the now-burned pages of mythology came into being, and humanity was gifted with magic. The ensuing chaos created a dark age. After only a century, the Yborian Empire began its slow collapse. It was defeated not by warriors, but by monsters. However, as the Empire receded, the clergy's grip tightened. Their ruthless inquisitors promised to keep the people safe from monster and mage alike. Amid the Empire's retreat, first contact was made between humans, elves, and dwarves. While uneasy at first, the three species agreed to peace. Offshoots of humanity, with the features of demons, dragons, and undead arise, creating confusion and suspicion. The mysterious Stoneborn, petrified for unknown eons, walk the world in search of clues to their past. Now, in the year 999, the Empire is completely gone. Ybor is a humble kingdom once more, and its people cower behind the clergy's inquisitors. In the humble port town of Ankos, the Inquisition calls for the aid of mercenaries in dealing with a mysterious threat. Responding to the call for mercenary aid, 5 strangers arrived at a church in Ankos. They are Mahia, a risen wizard played by Katie, Theodosia, an elven thief played by Meg, Pandora, a human former inquisitor played by Sam, Sephirosion, a Netherblood former soldier played by Mitchell, and Roni, a Drakeblood former priest played by Charm. The 5 were ushered into a side room of the church, where they were introduced to Inquisitor Captain Lucio Corvi. Captain Corvi informed them that a recent earthquake and a diversion in the capital have thinned his forces, and he needs them to take down some nearby bandits. The trouble is that the bandits have been acting strangely feral, and the work of a witch or monster is suspected. Theodosia negotiated an increase in their pay, a few of them gave the captain fake names, and they were off. Along the road out of town, the party got to know each other just a little bit, giving their real names and explaining what they bring to the table in combat. In short time, they found the site of the bandits' most recent attack. While they attempted to ambush the party, they were outsmarted and flanked. As described, they fought to the death with an unnatural degree of aggression, refusing to surrender or flee. Following their bloody trail of footprints, the party located their camp in the woods. However, one of the bandits had killed all the others, entranced by some strange power. He was ambushed, and when he determined that he was going to lose the battle, he attempted to take his own life. He was saved thanks to a healing spell cast by Roni, claimed that he had no memory of events since the earthquake, and was taken prisoner. On the edge of the bandits' camp, the earthquake broke a large boulder and revealed an underground passage. Roni and Sephirosion went inside, discovering an Imperial-era tomb containing a single unlabeled sarcophagus. The figure topping the sarcophagus had a strange stiletto dagger embedded in its heart, which Sephirosion removed. Doing so seemed to have released some ghostly entity made of green fire, but it flew away to the northeast before anyone could do anything about it. Back above ground, they made themselves comfortable in the bandit camp and rested before preparing to head back to Ankos. And we're here. Hello, everybody. Hello, people who showed up early. You guys can say hi, too. Hi.
Hi.
Hello.
We're all just silently waving like, can we talk now?
Just mute myself. Hang on.
Yeah. Anyway, hey, everybody. Welcome to episode 2. Thanks for stopping in. Hopefully that recap got you up to speed if you missed episode 1. But we'll go over it a little bit again here, briefly. A couple of orders of business at the top. Let me see my to-do list here. So with Big Adventure Game, we it's a beta, right? It's not done being made yet. So in between episodes, there was a patch. I'm just pulling up the patch notes now, and we'll quickly go over those, so you guys know.
I just happen to break things.
What the heck changed? You can
Huzzah!
know exactly what Mitchell broke. Here it is. So these are on the website if anyone wants to read along. The links in the description. The only big change here is that the adrenaline boost feature that lets you take 2 turns in a row is you can't do it twice in a row immediately. It's got a nice little 10-minute cooldown. You still get 2 uses per day. It was just a little bit spicier than the other features that were on display in that fight.
Dang.
Typo correction on detect magic and detect light for the range. I reformatted the travel rules. The rules of them haven't really changed much. We'll go over that when we travel in a bit. But I just reformatted them to make them easier to read. Aimed attacks fired at legs. Now, if you hit both legs, there's a floor on the speed. Instead of going all the way down to 0, it goes down to 10. Because that...
I wonder why that change was made.
You know, watch episode 1 if you know why that happened. If that turns out to be, like, too much of a nerf, and, like, it was only overpowered in that 5v1 situation, I can always revert that. But I want to try this for a little while. I changed the rules around readied actions. It used to be the case that you have to specifically declare a trigger for your readied action. You no longer need to do that. There was a situation last episode where the guy was going to stab himself with his own sword, and no one said, oh, I'm going to fire when he tries to stab himself with his own sword, right? It's a really specific trigger. You all said, oh, I'm going to attack him if he attacks. He didn't attack. So I to avoid situations like that, it's just like, okay, I'm going to ready a shot with my longbow. I'm going to ready fire burst, whatever it is. And then you go whenever you want to go with it. You don't have to wait for a hyper-specific trigger. Those are the only ones related to the show. A couple other small notes there if you guys want to read them. Switch back to the screen here. And hydrate.
Beta test, hydrate, yes.
Beta test.
How's
Who'da ever
everybody's
thought?
Monday?
Yeah. It's been a hell of a 2 weeks, you know?
Yeah.
For
Yeah,
Who
Today,
was?
for
today was
everything.
fine.
Wow.
Today was fine.
It was.
Look, we just got plot advancements both in game and in real life.
Yeah.
Yeah.
A lot has
True.
happened. A lot has happened. We're all still here.
I need more downtime in real life.
I need a long rest.
I do need a long rest.
Let's see. So yes, quick little recap. You guys accepted that job from Inquisitor Captain Lucio Corvi. Reminder of the fake names some of you gave him. Pandora was going by Leah, Myuu was going by Alina, and Roni was going by Riza. You all know each other's real names, but that's just for him. You all saw Mahia casting magic very openly and proudly. Wasn't using magic in any undue way, though, you know, but nonetheless. Roni was also revealed as a mage, but was very shy about it, was hiding it for some reason initially. But again, super above board spell choices. Roni learned via a detect life spell that Mahia might not technically be alive. The other 3 of you haven't done anything terribly suspicious, but you do all have an ability and comfort with Cuillin, and so maybe the backstory of how you got so good at that will come up. The dagger that you pulled from that sarcophagus released some sort of green flame thing that flew off to the northeast. The dagger itself registers as magical to detect magic, but hasn't exhibited any particularly spectacular effects itself, other than being like really pristine and clean despite time. And you did capture one of the bandits alive. Chat named him Duratio. I'm sticking with it.
Duratio Bimothy, specifically.
Yes.
I might not
Bimothy.
canonize Bimothy, but we'll give them Duratio. You guys can have Duratio.
I really do love Duratio. What a good name.
He insisted he
true.
hadn't killed anyone before the earthquake. They were just threatening people along the road. And doesn't recall any of the events that of this latest rash of killings. And you have him captured and bound, and he's well and good surrendered, and overnight makes no attempt at escape or anything like that, right? So, if you guys would like to, while I get things going here, let me catch up on chat before we actually get fully into it, and then
There has been a lot of chat.
Yes.
Everyone's saying hi.
Hello.
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 as a homebrew DM, there's nothing more I like than someone breaking something. Good job, Mitchell. Yes, well that's the point of the beta. These guys are my quality assurance testers. If they weren't breaking things, you know. Unfortunately, every long rest we take in real life, we wake up with a level of exhaustion. That is true. That is true.
Okay.
That is a fact.
It hurts. Thanks.
My body pains me.
Tell me about it.
It's a curse. A curse most foul.
It's a curse most foul.
Okay, so
Well, are you going to report?
I won't go to the sheriff, don't you worry.
so picking up where we left off, you guys are on the northern outskirts of the Dorius Woods here. You need to head back to Ankos to turn Duratio over to the authorities and collect your pay and debrief with the captain. You wake up in the morning, sun's out, pretty clear day, still cold but not frozen. You know, it's winter but it's not killer. And yeah, if anyone wants to do any banter, any talking while you guys are waking up in the morning, go ahead, and then we'll migrate.
I think I will. I think I'll start.
Go ahead.
Hey.
You know, Zephyrosion, you know, adjusting his kind of shabby outfit a little bit as we wake up and kind of start getting camp packed up. Is it just me, or does it seem a little tense in here? I mean, it seems like a lot of people have some secrets.
We do?
Why would we have secrets?
Since
If
when?
you knew that we had secrets, they wouldn't be secret.
I just wanted to make sure we're all on the same page, on the same side.
We were all hired to do the job and we all agreed. Are we not on the same side if we are all being paid to be on the same side?
Well, of course. Just wanted to clear the
That's-
air a little bit. Make sure no one, you know, was holding anything against me for fibbing a little bit. As we say in
Oh, absolutely.
Zemasia.
We
Well,
all do it.
Well,
Tell
yeah.
me.
I try very hard not to, but sometimes it's valuable, so I'm not right now.
You're obviously suspicious of someone, so why don't you just come out and say it?
Oh,
Reminder that only Roni knows that about the undead thing. But
are we sus?
I'm talking about the one who's asking us questions.
Oh,
You're
Are
only
you?
questioning someone if you're suspicious.
Me, no. Not suspicious at all. Just asking.
okay.
Just making sure we're all
Alright.
good. It leaves a lot of bad blood when there's secrets about.
I'm just gonna ignore and start walking forward.
as is
What
your
if
right.
You don't have any. Huh. That's a strange phrase, don't you think?
What is?
Oh, just bad blood in general. Like, why would it be bad? There's nothing bad in there.
Blood. There can be bad things in blood. Disease, disgusts.
Yeah, but that's
You have all heard of vampires.
alongside the blood, you know?
Could be vampires.
The
I mean,
blood
your humors
itself
might be
is
off.
fine, right?
If you take a cup of blood and
Yeah.
you put something inside of it, like poison, that is
Yeah.
now bad blood. It's mixed together. It is bad blood.
Do you often do that?
No, but I'm trying to make the statement that if, like, our friendship and camaraderie on this singular, like, job together is the cup of blood, why am I defending the secrets? I don't. I don't have to care about this.
There was no accusations. I want to make that perfectly clear.
Theo is completely laughing under her breath as you're trying.
I'm not going to make you
do
guys
this.
roll deception or anything against each other.
Ronnie's just like holding a candle, like from morning, like prayers for herself, and it's just like, what conversation?
A man trying to
we
make sure
hungry?
that
I'm
we're all
hungry.
okay.
Are you hungry? I'm hungry. I don't have food for everyone, but I'm gonna eat something. Cool.
I'm fine.
You know what? I
Great.
got enough food for everybody. I can happily share.
So, speaking of that, do we want to do traveling now? Which will involve someone making a roll to acquire food, and of course, if you fail, you can just dig into your rations.
That sounds lovely.
Let me pull up the rule book since the
do
formatting has
it.
changed a little bit. So,
Who wants the first roll?
somebody definitely needs to roll Navigator Tracker to get you out of these woods in a timely manner. This is the one that changed the most, by the way. The way I had it written before, if you rolled bad, you traveled a little bit in the wrong direction.
Okay.
Now you just arrive slower if you roll bad. You still get where you want to go.
Got
It's
it,
just
okay.
a little slow and very slow, depending on how bad you do. Or perfectly on time if you roll well. So somebody definitely needs to roll a survival check for that. If anyone wants to roll stealth to scout ahead, you can. A lookout is always a good idea. You don't need to carry anything. Duratio can walk. He'll be fine. He's gonna laugh every fucking time. It's not that funny. It's one letter off
It's
from her
just-
name.
You don't get to tell me what is and isn't funny.
Exactly.
I
will
will
always-
laugh
I am the
as I
beholder.
please.
His name is Duratio Bimothy. It will always be that way.
In my heart.
And as was his father before him, and his father before him.
Amazing.
And if someone wants to also roll forager check for the food, you can do that. So, anyone for Navigator Tracker who would like to do that?
I have 2 in
What's the
survival,
roll
so I
for
will
it?
help somebody. I will aid
What
somebody
is
in doing
the
it.
roll for forager again?
Also survival.
I have a +5. I could do it.
Oh shit.
All right, so
Not me.
Get it, girl.
give me 1 for Tracker. Let's just go in the order that they are in the book.
All right, who's gonna do tracker?
Mitch, if you want to do it by yourself, you can do it by yourself. It's fine.
Oh, no, boy, no.
I mean, you know where you're going. It's just a matter of do you arrive before sunset? Like,
It's only a +2.
go ahead.
You sure want me to, do you want me to do this?
Okay,
All right.
do we want forager? What's more important, tracker or forager?
Tracker, I feel like.
Hang on a
Because we're
second.
not that far
Holy
out from
shit.
town. Whoa.
Whoa.
Platypus Buck with the 50 Canadian dollars. I'll take them. for making a game system, being a DM. It's a lot of work. Throwing it. Thank you so much. Throwing and making your own system. That's even more work. Thank you very much. That means a lot. I really appreciate that.
The next
Donation
NPC
boogie.
is called Platypus Buck. All right?
Yes. Is that Duratio's new last name? Since Bimothy cannot be
quite a
canonized, can
last
it just be Buck? B-U-K, Duratio Buck.
I'll try not to interrupt the flow too much for that kind of thing, but that's the first donation we've had on here, so thank you very much. I do appreciate that.
I'm gonna
Well.
click so many hearts.
Anywho, yes.
I
If you
punch
guys
it?
don't want to roll forager, you don't have to if you really want to get back on time, because you do have rations.
I will, like, Zephyrosion will happily hand out rations.
Okay.
Okay, then I can roll for tracker. That's fine.
Okay, please.
Okay, so
'cause
the
I have a
two of
+2,
you
so.
roll then, right? And then whoever, as long as one of you succeeds, we're good, basically. So-
Okay.
Okay. All right, so we changed that. Got it.
hot.
That's a dirty 20.
That is also a dirty 20.
Hey.
All right.
18
Well,
plus 2. Let's
perfect,
go.
We're
perfect
going
on-
places and we're eating.
Good on both. You guys follow the trail back. You know, the bloody footprints you followed the first day have kind of faded, but you remember the trees well enough, and you make your way back to the road in very good time, and then from there it's smooth sailing. Who would like to roll the scout if someone wants to do that, to scout for dangers ahead? Katie, go ahead.
Stealth, if it's stealth, right?
It is stealth.
Yeah.
Is it stealth?
Yeah.
Oh, Katie's yours.
My stealth's a +9.
Mine's 10, but. you
Oh,
can do
go
it.
ahead then.
Do
I,
it
I
together.
rolled stealth last time twice, so if you want to do it this time.
Let's roll some stealth.
Yeah.
I mean, that's an unnatural 20. 10. What's a 10?
There you go.
I swear.
Okay.
All these dirty
Promise.
20s.
Starting off the game
goodness.
strong. I mean, we're
I mean, the
only jinxing
modifier-
ourselves later.
It's variable.
Yeah, that's what
Yeah.
you do. So yes, you scout ahead. Fortunately, no danger ahead of you. So we've chosen to forego for the forager. Does anyone want to roll lookout, which is a detection check? Whoever's left.
Well, I have a
please.
+2.
I mean,
I'll
if
do
you're
it.
left over, you might as well just do it. Yeah.
No, it's a 14.
Okay. Middle tier.
Sorry.
Oh,
Excited
man.
minds.
Ah, man.
I could, but I feel like Roni wouldn't be.
You might as well
thinking
if
about
there's
it.
nothing else to do.
Alright, sure. You got it. Dice, don't fail me now. That is a 18.
Okay.
What
So
plus 4?
you guys don't need to
plus
look
four,
for
plus two.
shelter because you're going back to the city, and the navigator rolled good, so you'll make it in time. You keep an eye out for hazards. You don't notice any, but if you guys recall the first episode on your way into the woods, you do remember it being eerily quiet. There were no animals, no wind, nothing. It was like deadly quiet. Today it seems normal. It's winter, not a ton of life going around, but there's animals about. There's a slight breeze. The forest feels alive again.
Okay.
Sweet. Roni is humming with those birds. She's having a good time.
It's
It's
definitely a noticeable difference. And yeah, so if we're good with that, then you get there in good time. The sun is low, but it's not quite setting yet. So late afternoon as you arrive. I guess early afternoon. It's winter. Days are short. And outside, or just at the edge of the city limits, you are, because you're, towing a man in handcuffs, you are stopped by a pair of Inquisitor guards, just the normal rank and file guards people, and one of them comes up to you and says, "Hold there. What's this about?"
This is regarding the job we just left on. For the Captain Inquisitor.
Ah, the mercenaries for the bandits. He's a prisoner, I take it.
Indeed.
All right, well,
I mean, he could be lunch, but.
I hope not.
Is that illegal?
No,
Oh,
Anybody's a lunchable if you try hard enough.
alright.
I will make it legal. Sorry, Star Wars tick. Anyway, you
Oh, good. I'm fighting many of those, don't worry.
so the guard's like, all right, well, very good. Follow us, please, back to the church. We'll take the prisoner, and you'll reconvene with the captain momentarily. You walk through town.
Roni says bye to Duratio. She's like, it's been so good getting to know you.
I don't think he said anything this entire time. But
I wish you the best of luck.
He's been quiet and somber. He seems, unhappy with himself, to say the least. And as you get close to the church, you're a block away. A couple more guards come up to take Duratio away from you, do a handoff, and as you're passing him over, he says, "Wait, please, thank you for not leaving me to die there.
You're so welcome.
Whatever they're going to do to me, I can't be any worse than whatever I've already done to those other people. So,
Fully.
Well, thank you for taking responsibility, even though you don't really remember all of it. It means a lot.
and he just kind of, bows and nods, and they take him away to a cell to be held for trial, presumably. And we return to the church. A couple minutes go by, getting ready for everything. Do you guys want to discuss before you go in with the captain, like, what are you going to tell him?
Oh, that's probably a good move.
Probably a good idea.
So, okay.
Well, why don't we do it over some drinks first?
I'm so hungry. Yes.
My treat.
Oh, even better.
I'll take
Unless
it.
it's too expensive and then I can't actually afford it.
Well, that's fair.
I mean,
If I get
Yeah.
something expensive, I'll
And,
cover that.
you'll have
I
time
appreciate
after, after the meeting to get dinner. That's fine.
Great.
It's pretty cheap.
I'll order from the Anquos value menu. Don't worry.
I mean, I figure it's better than standing outside the church and talking about this.
Yeah, if you
Little
want to
sus,
step
yeah.
away, and to have your meeting somewhere a little more privately, sure, go ahead.
Yeah.
You just go to the nearest tavern and get a table.
Scooty puff my way
Just-
right on in there.
Order whatever anybody wants real quick before, kind of leaning in. Usually not the suspicious sort, but I wanted to know, what else? Catch how the forest was different on the way back?
Yes, and also I see you have a new favorite word today.
Which is?
Suspicious. I like it.
Well, I'm not...
I know, you just keep using it. It's pretty great.
I mean,
He's not wrong.
look, I heard
Yeah.
someone else say it. It kind of just stuck in my vocabulary just a little bit.
I appreciate it.
I can read and write just a little bit, all right? I'm surely not as good as you. I see you in that journal all the time.
You never know, I could just be drawing stick figures. No, yes, I like to write. I
Doodling.
like to read. Yeah, you know.
I was about to ask, are you just drawing stick figures the entire time? But
Not the entire time.
Do you often just draw stick figures?
No, not only stick figures, silly.
There's like 2 stick
Do you
figures
draw-
with horns, 1 stick figure with elf ears.
Yeah. They're different.
You draw the sun in the top corner of the page, don't you?
Sometimes. It depends on how I'm feeling.
With the sunglasses?
What's the sunglasses? But anyway, I'm sorry. I was really proud of you for using a big word a lot. It makes me happy when I see people repeating words. It's just an interesting quirk.
I might have heard it from you, even.
Did I say suspicious? Anyway, so what are we what are we telling our boss? Not boss, boss,
Client.
Employer.
employer. All of these words. Rona uses all of those words too. Like she's also just like, I don't know what to call this person right now in this moment. What are we? Are we telling them everything or just?
Oh, we can ask Pandora. Thoughts, Pandora?
I mean, we don't have to tell them everything. Less is probably more, and to be honest, can we actually explain the green shot of light? I don't really think we have an
All right,
explanation.
so I
for that, do we?
wasn't weirded out by being the only one that noticed that.
Oh, don't worry, you weren't the
No,
only
it-
one.
No, everyone noticed.
No.
It was
Weird.
very obvious.
Yeah.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure.
Okay.
Should
I
we,
feel like
should we mention that?
maybe leaving that out is best.
Do-
I wouldn't. I think less is more.
Do we have a reason not to trust the Inquisitor with knowing about the dagger?
Well,
Is there something wrong with the dagger?
we were hired for one job,
Uh-huh.
specifically about the bandits. Why tell them anything more than about the bandits?
Good point.
They might have useful information about it.
Or we get arrested for doing something that we shouldn't have done?
And then we get to go on an adventure breaking out of jail. I don't see the problem here.
That's not nearly as fun as you think it is.
Nope.
I'm sure in the stories and fairy tales make it seem more exciting, but
Oh no, it's
definitely not.
terrifying. This is how I deal with the terror.
Oh, you're scared?
Positive spin, you know?
Oh.
Okay. So we don't tell them about the weird light and the mysterious dagger. We just tell them about the bandits.
Mm-hmm.
I
Up
mean, that
until
is-
the time we shot the guy's legs off. They grew back, it's fine.
I think they will figure out we shot his
we
legs
can-
off.
Mm-hmm. I mean, I'll own up to that. Well, what is it gonna do? Like,
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
let him shoot my legs out?
I think that part's fine, yeah.
Yeah, so I think
Um,
anything after that is unnecessary. It's not a part of the job.
Right. So what are we gonna do about the dagger situation? Like, what do we try to figure out where the light went?
Well, I mean, if it's anything.
Has anybody else seen it besides Zephyr
Yeah,
Ocean?
who has
Because you
the
should, like, really
dagger?
shown it.
Oh, you know what? I would. You know what? At some point, I would pull it out of like the belt sash that it's in and just kind of put it on the table.
Yeah. Can we like roll on it? Is it buzzing, humming? Is it doing anything crazy?
It's still not doing anything obviously magical other than, again, avoiding the weathering.
Yeah. I remember I did a bunch of like technology and history rolls to
We
try and
actually
idea.
didn't
Can
get
I?
into that. Do you want to do, I would say, either society or crafting to whichever's
Wait,
better.
I'm really good at society.
Same, but
Dang.
you want to?
I
No, if
love
you want
that
to
as
shoot
a
for it.
sentence. I'm
Okay.
really good at society.
So
I'm
good
really
at
good at society.
We live in a society. He is so good at it.
Since you both are good at it, and you know, we have sort of a historian and like a military historian essentially on the team.
Mhm.
Just one of you, whoever's better, want to roll with advantage. Talk it over.
I have a +7.
Plus 10.
I have a +8.
Oh, dang. Yeah, well, dang.
Well,
If you're good at society, then I'm good at society.
So-
We're all
so-
good at society.
Oh my god.
We are all part
between
of
the
a
three
society.
of you talking it over. Yeah, Charm, Roni can roll that
Yeah.
at advantage. Go ahead.
You got it. Bloop. Okay, that's a 3 and an 18 plus 10, so 28.
You want to take like 2 points? You want to take 2 of my hero points for that? Can I do that?
Just get a clean 30.
You get a clean 30?
No, you're plenty good with that. So stylistically, it's a bit out of place. That's for sure. The time period in which the tomb looked to have been from, you know, the age of the Empire when Ivor was in charge of everything, would have been sort of Bronze Age, stylistically, very Greco-Roman. So you'd expect like a gladius type short sword or something like that.
Uh-huh.
Something more in that sphere. A stiletto dagger is more modern and even today a bit uncommon. Favored more as a fashion piece, but also occasionally for assassins. So it's definitely out of place in regards to that. Visually, again, it looks to be just a single piece of metal, like poured into a mold more than like hammered out and then, you know, leather wrapped in the handle and, you know, wood and whatever. Separate pieces of metal for the crossguard. It's just one solid thing. Looks to have been molded, and it has that kind of like Damascus steel, like silver and dark gray wave pattern to it, all over it.
Cool.
No buzzing.
No, it's not doing anything magic. No, it's heavy for a dagger. You definitely can't throw it accurately. It's a dense metal, whatever it is. It's definitely not just conventional steel.
Won't stop me from trying. Wait, what did you mean by no buzzing?
weird magic juju like lights and buzzing, and it's gonna like take over your soul, and all of a sudden, you go
No,
crazy.
he's been carrying it around for 24 hours or so now, and he's good.
I mean, the captain guy went crazy, right? So if he had come in contact with it or magic, like, I don't know. I'm just a human.
The
Listen,
boulder hadn't been moved.
I like to like see about like.
Well, the boulder hadn't been moved before, and he didn't know it was down there. There was no signs of the boulder having.
Yeah, there's no
moved
signs that
prior
the
to
bandits
us
actually
doing
interacted
it,
with
so
the dagger.
I don't know if that was. I don't know if the dagger itself was directly the problem, so much as whatever the earthquake unleashed.
He's gonna give
We
Pandora a
have
bit
two
of
separate
a.
issues. Yeah.
He's gonna give Pandora a bit of an exaggerated wink. You go like, some of the pilgrims that I've heard have always said that I'd be damned anyway, being nether blood and all.
So you can hold all the magical items. Then you can.
He
Also,
is
I don't know
just
a damn
thinking about
thing
the
about
word
magic, but
juju,
sure,
which
if
is
you want me
a
to.
funny word. Juju.
So yeah, with that, I'll say that it's been long enough now. They're like, okay, we should get back to
Yeah.
the captain, do our debrief meeting.
I have a question.
Yeah, if you have anything you
Put
want to
up.
add, go ahead.
Just for knowledge sake, is there a reasonably sized library in this region?
Probably.
anyone else?
The real big libraries would be in the capital in Imperia.
Right.
Or in the other settlements around here. Ankos is the smallest or second smallest town in the
Okay.
region, but there might be a small one somewhere that you could
Okay.
access.
Did we notice if the church kept heavy documentation about history of the area or anything like that? Or in general, not even specifically
yeah,
history?
they'd have at least a small bookshelf
Okay.
of local records. But anywho,
Follow-up
Great,
question
that was-
on that.
Go
real
ahead.
quick.
Mhm.
Sorry. With my knowledge, I wouldn't say impressive knowledge, since I've been outclassed in society.
You
Would
mean-
I know of? They wouldn't be part of the government. If I remember correctly, they're part of the clergy for like inquisitorial mages.
they exist. They're more of a recent development. I forget the timeline offhand, but it's somewhere like the last couple of decades they've started letting mages into their ranks. None of them are like high commanders or anything. None of them higher than like a captain. But yeah, there's.
Well, I wasn't talking about high commanders. I was more like someone who is a little more, I guess, understanding of magic and who I could bribe, theoretically.
Potentially, yeah. There's mages in their ranks. Perhaps you'll run into one. But anyway, yes. With that, we will return to the church, go to the side room, sit down at the table with the captain. Very good, very good. Didn't expect you to be back quite so quickly. Please sit, and catch me up on things.
You are extremely efficient.
What you hired us for?
Brony sits down again like she did before, but she's mostly looking at all their bookshelves.
Yeah.
She's got other thoughts at this point.
He says, my people tell me that you've handled the bandits, brought one in alive, which is very good. He'll be questioned, of course. But tell me about their behavior, why they were so aggressive. Is there any probable cause for that sort of thing?
Earthquake, perhaps.
To elaborate on that a little bit.
Okay, so the guy, you'll find this out when you talk to him. He started going crazy after the earthquake happened. We don't know why exactly, but he might give you more information. Last night he said it was an earthquake. He doesn't remember anything after that until we woke him up when we shot him. He's fine now.
You don't need to bring up the shooting, but yeah.
So
That's exactly what happened.
So a week ago, or 8 days now, an earthquake strikes. He becomes a raving amnesiac. Falls in battle.
Violent
You
and
save
hostile.
him, and now he's back to normal. Yes.
Yes.
See, That's about
Seems
it.
so.
Pretty
Yeah.
accurate.
Maybe like lock them up again if another earthquake comes. Could like strike
That
again.
earthquakes. Oh, sorry, Sam.
What else
Better?
happened during the earthquake?
Nothing else unusual. Damaged buildings. It's an earthquake.
Interesting.
Should we believe him? Like,
This would be
If you-
intuition,
if
right?
you
Or
want to roll
detection.
intuition, you can roll intuition.
I got a 7 at that.
Do it.
You
I
what?
will, I will
Yeah,
intuition
go for it.
him.
All right,
Give
rolling
it
intuition. That is a 14 plus 7.
Hey.
Not the best
Beauteous.
rolls, but still getting there. Tomorrow.
Yeah, so you believe him. He doesn't seem to be hiding anything about the earthquake. Seems like it was relatively normal here, other than these bandits.
Only other thing I would add is that it seems to have an effect on the local wildlife, I would say. The earthquake, nothing too violent, but definitely drove away a lot of, I don't know the right word for it, birds, I suppose.
That's true.
That's interesting. Perhaps whatever spell came over these bandits had, I don't know, a darker origin that the creatures of the forest could know to avoid.
Like a storm. Pandora, were you gonna say something?
No, I was gonna make a bad joke, but it's
Oh,
Always welcome bad jokes.
same.
there'll be plenty of time for bad jokes.
Sounds good. Roni's just gonna stand up and like gesture to all of the bookshelves and just be like, "Do you mind if I read while you guys discuss the pertinent details?"
And he like cranes his neck to like look over like which bookshelf you're looking at. But he's like, I suppose, yes. Go on.
Great.
And while you're doing that, he'll pull out the sack of coins, plop it on the table there. As agreed, you've done your part. Seems the problem is dealt with, even if a bit of the mystery remains. But you weren't paid for that, so there you are. There is the 500 as agreed.
Could you talk to the local innkeeper about keeping us for the night with hot baths?
You guys can all add 100 money each to your character sheet there, third page.
Wedges.
I'm rich. Once more.
Thank God.
Yeah, thank you, Theodosia, for getting us a raise.
You're welcome.
He's like, yes, I spoke to the inn down the road, and they'll get you rooms for a couple of nights if you need. Should be
Excellent.
quite comfortable there.
Awesome. Amazing.
The gentleman that you captured, he will be interrogated and tried.
Horatio.
Horatio, yes.
Horatio.
And he pulls out, a slip of paper. He's like, if you'd like, you don't have to do this. If anyone would like to make a statement on his behalf, either for or against his actions, to be read at the trial.
Oh.
Mahia will stand up, take one piece of paper, and just write, "He didn't know," and slide it back to him.
He's like, anyone care to elaborate?
When you interrogate him, he will tell you that he had no knowledge of what he was doing. He didn't know. That's all you need, dude.
And we believe him.
Bro.
We believe that he did not know. It is our understanding that he is not lying, and he went a little Looney Tunes, and it happens.
And he writes down your elaboration. He doesn't write Looney Tunes, but yes.
I can write something longer overnight and deliver it in the morning or some such. I don't.
If you like, I think this
So
will
you don't
suffice.
need to do that.
Why not?
Because
Because what?
they're not worth it.
And as you guys
all people are worth it.
Ronnie's not wrong.
I'm not saying the
As-
people
as
aren't
you guys
worth it.
are
I'm
sitting
saying
here-
the job we're doing.
As you're sitting here, you hear from outside, out front of the church, a bit of commotion, some noise, muffled, of course, through the thick stone walls of the church. But there's some shouting, and then what sounds like wood snapping, and then sort of heavy stomping sound, and then we cut to commercial, and that's a cliffhanger, and we come back.
Cut to commercial.
And something attacks you, probably. But actually, yes, it is about that time in the
Spoiler.
stream where we take a little break, and when we come back,
Little
they will be interrupted by plot. So
You know.
we will be back in a few moments. Everybody go use the bathroom.
Hydrate.
And enjoy our ads.
Just stay right where you're
Hydrate.
at. Don't even hydrate. Just
Yeah.
grip
Dry out.
on- just to wither and
Just
perish.
wither, yes. Just rot. All right. Have fun with that, everyone. right, we are back. I'm gonna catch up with chat real quick before I tell you what that ominous approaching noise was. So catching up from Platypus's message. Where are we? Extremely true. Even small homebrews can be stressful enough. Making an entire system is kinda nutty. Well, let me tell you something.
Yeah. Yup.
Maybe Canadian loonies, but it's worth its weight in Timbits. I will have to make the journey north one day to understand that reference.
Never had Tim Hortons.
So good.
I
I love
haven't
Tim.
been.
Oh, Tim Hortons is 10 out of 10.
Yeah, those
Ooh.
donuts. Oh man.
Like casual. Society 100. I swear if you kill off Duratio, I'll be upsetty.
That is true.
true.
Duratio's the best NPC we've encountered so far.
Yeah.
Not that many, but yeah.
And we shot him twice.
People joking about green fire, the more you know. Only you could stop green fire. It's 8:15 p.m. though. This is me. Do you know where your green fire is? Definitely ain't in that
Lost
cave
it.
anymore. This is
I
your
will
brain
not
on green
claim
fire. You
responsibility.
wouldn't download green fire. That's all good.
Amazing.
All right. Okay. Pretty much caught up there. So
Gorgeous.
here's what has occurred. I'm gonna roll actually 2 dice. Let me see here. See what actually definitely happens.
What?
Okay.
For a good thing when the DM is
One
rolling the
was
So
dice.
it fails.
I don't
but-
know if you can do 2.
I rolled
One
2.
was fine.
Something
Um,
failed. Oh no.
Anyway,
Never know. It could have been 2 and take the lowest or highest.
come on. I'm trying to put you guys in the map. You guys see me doing this, chat, right? I'm trying. There we go.
You're doing it. Nailed
You're in
it.
the map now.
Hey.
There's a
That's
a big
gigantic
number one.
number one.
That's a
That's
big-
a lot of guys.
That's a big
That's a
fella.
big boy.
That's
That's a big boy.
Oh,
So
we're
what
gonna fight all
happens
these guys
is-
to myself.
What
scary
happened
number
was-
jump scare. So you guys are all around the table. The captain is at the one of the heads of the table, and a animated tree, evil tree beard over here, punches through the window and tries to grab him. And now he rolled poorly, so he does not get the grapple. You guys, this is obviously very loud coming in. You all heard this approaching, so no one's surprised. And then these 3.
No, we're surprised. We're
Well,
shocked.
you don't have the
Definitely
surprise
surprised.
condition.
I know.
Uh,
Giant walking tree. Why would not be surprised?
Little
number
afraid.
2, 3, and 4 are humanoids, certainly, in dark clothing. Probably witches who may have summoned evil Treebeard over here. So,
Oh.
Okay.
Roll
roll initiative,
Yep.
and I will ask you for those.
Great.
Those
Second.
trees.
You got it.
You can't trust the trees.
I'm on it. Oh.
Oh, yay.
Oh boy.
We're going out of time.
I'm being.
Oh boy. Are we going clerical speed? Let's see, dice. That is a 16 altogether.
Oh,
Katie.
nice. 6.
Yeah.
Meg.
15.
Sam.
I'm sorry, hold on. Yeah, 15. I can do math,
Okay.
I promise.
Sam.
9.
What? I'm going first? Okay.
Mitch.
Oh, 16. I rolled 12 and plus 4.
And Charm.
Hell yeah. Also a 9, but I already know my reflex is way lower, so.
Well, we do roll with luck for tiebreakers. So
Oh dear.
Sam and Charm break your tie. Actually, I have one time
Okay.
on my NPCs that I will break real quick.
Cool. Roll the
19.
Yeah, have it.
Where's that? Where was that roll before?
We wasted all on like foraging we didn't need in scouting.
True.
Our characters needed it.
Getting really yellow.
Okay. Now I
You spent
think
too long
there's a lot
role-playing.
of guys here, but let's see.
Roll 'em, white boy.
Okay.
That was an intrusive thought.
Like, accurate, and I am, but...
I think that is my quote of the night.
I caught everyone
Yeah.
off
Sure.
guard.
Smitty word. I can never say it.
Smitty,
We're
what were you
Roll
gonna
them
mention?
funky
Yeah,
dice, white
He was number
boy.
one.
He was number
I'm gonna die today.
Would
that's
I
okay.
recognize this creature?
I mean,
Would we?
so we'll come around to specific details. Right now, all you guys really see is a tree limb coming through the window,
Okay.
and out the other windows, which are clear enough, you do see those other three. One of them's up on the corner of the roof.
Do I recognize any of them?
Certainly not immediately. Perhaps upon closer inspection, but
I don't like that answer.
and yeah, let me look at my freaking thing. The first person to act is actually an Inquisitor outside, number 2 over here. 2, 3, 4, 5. They're gonna run up there. They seem to have been chasing this tree monster. And they're gonna cast, they're an Inquisitor, so they know a lot of holy themed magic. They're gonna cast a spell called Holy Light. Tree makes a saving throw. Tree succeeds, but Tree still takes half damage. Okay, not very much.
Man, I guess
Tree
that
takes
guy could have helped if we didn't break his leg.
Time.
anyway, yes, a little beam of light comes out of that Inquisitor, and they're an Inquisitor mage, as previously mentioned. And they damage the tree monster very slightly. And that is their turn, and then somehow these guards all did really good on initiative, so actually it's this guy next. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
They're gonna handle it, and we're just gonna go. Oh,
No.
Love that.
Let the guards earn the glory at this point.
Yeah. They deserve to be able to do their job correctly for the
Yeah.
first time in like most games history.
We're just getting a crossbow bolt here. That's a hit.
Hey, look, I'm saying these guards want to earn their pay. They better fight.
Get 'em.
The crossbow bolt actually is not the most effective thing, so something to keep in mind is that the different types of physical damage
great.
sometimes actually have different properties here, and piercing damage, not the best on wood.
So woodpeckers just don't do anything.
Well,
Woodpeckers and nails.
they're very
I was
resistant.
gonna make a nail pun right there. You stole it from me.
They do 1/10 of a damage like 600 times a second. So anyway, that's those two. Jesus Christ, I have a lot of tabs. And then finally it's one of you guys, Mitch, you are up. It is Origins' turn.
Oh boy, it's a giant wood monster, right?
It is a giant wood monster. It's reaching its arm through, so I'll say that you can get up there and attack it, or you can run out the window. Do whatever you want to do there.
You know what he's gonna do? He's gonna look at his backpack, where he keeps all the rest of his stuff. He's gonna reach over, grab at one of the pouches. Oh, it was a caltrop. My bad. Let me grab the fire bottle
Okay. Maybe pull up
And,
the fire bottles.
get a little bit closer, I guess, right there, and spend half an action to hurl it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I
Yep.
don't know what I can do.
I
And then
believe
I guess I'll do
make-
think.
I make a saving throw. Hang on.
You do, yes.
Just trying to find it. Throw bursting weapons. There we go. Fire bottle. I make a reflex save. I am a tree. I'm not particularly great at those. He fails.
I'm about to say, I swear to RNGs if he made it.
give me 2d8 heat damage,
Ooh.
which is pretty good.
All right. It's a 4 and 5, so a total of 9.
Okay. What do you know? That's actually very effective.
Surprise.
So yeah, that arm, limb, whatever you want to call it, catches fire and sort of retreats back out the window. The window is now passable. And you do still have your other action.
I do. I would like to use the think action.
Okay. That'll be make a
I'm not,
nature
I'm not
check.
very well thinking, but I'm also not very good at nature. I have a
You
0
are
in that.
first.
So at a 0, what do you know? I rolled a 3.
That is not high enough. And that is your turn. That is your 2 actions. We'll go around now to the other guard, who is just going to start... They're just going to use their whole turn to climb up onto this roof. They use all their movement, double sprint action, climb up onto that roof.
Right.
And then it's Meg's turn, Theodosia.
Can I hop out?
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm sorry.
Help.
No, you go for
I
it.
was just going to say, you've spotted the other mage out that window behind you if you want to do that, or you can do something with Tree Monster. Go ahead.
Can I hop out that window, or?
You can. Free action. You can just move through it.
Okay. Then I'm gonna... You know what? I'm going to hop out the window.
Wouldn't be a good D&D campaign if no one ever hopped out a window.
That's true.
Mm-hmm.
Like, really cool. Like, a finesse through the window. It's really cool.
I'll bet.
Like diving.
What'd you say?
It's like
Swan.
diving.
Yeah. No, I think it's more feet first. I think she, like, takes the mantle of it and, like, smashes through superhero lands.
The grab from the
3-point
top, swing, you're
landing?
like,
Yeah.
Got it. I got the
Exactly.
mental image. We're good.
Yeah, you got it. And I would actually like to cast Viper Bite
Okay.
at number. I'm just pulling up Viper Bite really quick.
The one in front of you, number 3, yeah.
Yeah,
Let me pull up my...
that's what I'm doing right now.
I'm pulling up their stats, so I know what their saves are.
So out of kind of nowhere, you just hear the ever slight noise of a hiss, and a giant teal snake, obviously of magic conjuration, appears out of nowhere behind 3.
Yes, you conjure a temporary snake that bites them, yeah.
So it's a massive venomous snake that bites the target creature. It must make a Vite saving throw.
Yeah, that makes sense. That is a 14.
14. And
Your spell save, TV.
yeah, give me 1 sec. I gotta scroll.
It's on the second page of the character sheet. It's just top right.
Did it? Second page. I'm sorry, what'd you roll?
I have a 14.
Oh, it's a 14.
Okay, and Ty goes to Defender, which is what they are, but they still take half damage. They won't be sickened, but give me damage.
No, they will take half damage,
Yes,
though?
they will take half
Okay.
damage.
That was my question. Oh, yeah, target takes half damage. You're right.
Yes.
Okay,
I
2...
did write the book.
You did write the book. Give me 1 sec. Find a D8. There's too many dice. That's not true. I can't see.
I have all
anything.
these
It's dark in
dice.
here. Why do I have all this dice? Okay,
It's being a dice goblin is fun.
it's true. I'm gonna use it. Here we go. Okay. So 2d8 poison. So I'm just gonna do 1d8.
Sure.
That's an 8.
Okay,
Hey.
you know, not half bad.
Max damage.
As good as you can do.
Yeah.
And that's a full action to cast. So that's your turn, and then it is that witch's turn. They also know many spells. I have them written down. Like a smart man. Like I would. There we are. Keeping it simple, they are just going to cast Fire Burst at you, a little dart of flame. Give me a reflex saving throw.
Oh gosh. I have so many tabs
Everyone?
open as well.
No, just Meg.
Just me.
Oh, shoot.
Did I say flame bolt? I meant fireball.
No.
Just a little bolt.
Reflex saving.
Yes.
That's a 21.
Okay, you pass. That is a whole 2 fire damage to you, 2 heat damage.
All right. Ouch.
then, oh god, I just tried to click on OBS to move a token. All right, let me move the token over here.
I almost did that on YouTube. I almost went to move the T.
No. This one on the roof is gonna move around to the corner, and using the window that you've now opened, they are going to cast Poison Cloud in the room.
Oh, that's mean.
It's pretty mean.
Whoops.
Technically,
there's 2 windows open now.
There are, yeah.
Yeah, there's a window and a wall, technically.
To the window, to the wall, as some might say. Just have to remember how the alphabet works to find.
You're not going to finish the second half of that? We're just going to leave it at to the window wall? Okay.
Yes, yes.
Till the
So,
tree man grabs my
that-
balls.
Poison Cloud triggers when you guys
down our wall.
when you guys start your
Good.
turn.
That works too. Yeah.
For the sake of ease, we'll say that it just fills the room.
Yeah.
Fun.
Poison
Ease
Cloud
for who?
triggers when you guys start a turn in the room, so nothing happens immediately, but then it's Sam's turn right after, so Pandora needs to make a Vitality saving throw.
You can do it. I have faith in you.
18.
Okay, you succeed, so you take half damage. Half damage on 8 is 4 poison damage, and then you may commence your turn.
Okay. So there's a window and a tree through the wall, right? Yes.
I mean,
Well, it can see them, they, whomever, however they choose to identify.
sorry, say again?
Or are they not in my line? The person who wasn't number 4 like in the window before, or they moved?
They're up on the roof there. Number 4
Am I
is
not
the
looking
one
at the right thing?
who cast the spell. Let me see. Hang on.
Can I see them from where I'm at?
Yeah, actually, you have a shot.
Yeah,
Are
I'm
they
a
a
shoot.
guy and bleeding?
That's what I'm gonna do. Right? Why not?
Yeah, that's a good shot.
Do it.
I'm assuming that's my archery modifier. Because
Yes,
what else
yes.
would it be? Okay, that's a 16 plus 11.
That
for
is a hit.
stuff.
Give me damage.
Mm.
Imagine if it didn't. I'll just.
No, they are wearing leather armor.
1d8. 4. 7!
7 damage.
Huzzah!
Pew!
Okay, 7 damage there. This one spent some spell points. And you have a feature called Mage Hunter, don't you?
Yes, so it's part of the, yes, Mage Hunter. When a creature adjacent to you casts a spell, you can use your action to make an attack of opportunity against them. You hit spellcaster with an attack, it must make a vitality saving throw.
Right.
The DV equals the amount of damage.
Okay.
If they fail, they die immediately, and that's what happens.
Damn.
Wild.
That's definitely not what
Oh, I was like, what?
That is definitely not it.
It's like, damn, we nerfed
That's
adrenaline
exactly
rush.
what it
Hold
says,
up.
Alex.
No. The DV
Winner
is the amount of
five
damage they
day.
dealt with the attack plus 5, so... Wow, they actually fail that save. Even though it wasn't very high, so...
And they explode!
No, but the poison cloud goes away.
Nice.
And you have another attack, if you'd like to use it.
That arrow went right by Theo's ear, and she was like, that was cool.
You have another attack if you'd like to make it. It's at disadvantage, or you can use your action to do something else.
Is there, so looking at the map, we're in a little office space. Is
Yeah.
it like blocked off from like the church portion?
No, there's a door right next to you here.
Were there any like torches up in that church?
I didn't have them put on the map, but why? What do you want to do?
Is that the tree?
I want to grab a torch
Uh,
because it's fire.
yeah.
Listen, I might just have to throw a torch at the tree. Not this turn, but
I
at
mean,
some turn
it'll
it
probably
may just be.
It'll probably do more damage than just an arrow. So yeah, if you want to focus on the tree, yeah, I'll say that you can run out of the room, grab a torch off the wall or a candle or whatever, and come back into the room, and then that's your turn.
I like it.
Charm. Roni's turn.
Hi. Yeah. Great. Oh, this looks very, very bad.
not great.
No, not even a little bit. So Roni's gonna do what Roni does best, and that is moving around. I do some math because she's not going across top of the table. She's not that crazy. She's not a climber. You know what I'm saying? 10. Okay.
I think that's fine if you want to just run around the table. Yeah, go ahead.
Yeah. Okay, cool. So she's gonna go around that table and do a little blessy time on Zephrosian again, and increase his AV.
Okay.
And then
+2 armor.
she is going to promptly look at that situation and go, and walk to a bookshelf. Or, well, look at a bookshelf from this distance, because she's out of movement speed. And she is going to search, essentially, for the oldest book on those shelves. Because she wants regional information.
Okay.
About
you want to use
what's
this as
here and what might used to have been here.
To nab a book. Go ahead and roll detection.
Look, y'all think with your fighting. She thinks with her brain, and her brain knows we have mysteries to solve. Okay, all right.
You're just thinking long game. You're just you're 15 steps ahead of the rest of us.
Yes.
The rest of us are like tree, and you're like, but a book.
I'm doing the galaxy brain calculations here.
This is why you have the 5 mind compared to the 0.
Give me the detection check.
You got it. Oh man. Hey, math. You don't automatically do the wrong thing. That's stupid. 16.
Okay, yeah, there's some old-looking books there that are labeled like local records.
Okay.
If you wanna nab one of them, you can nab one of them.
Oh, she nabs one so far. And then I think she probably feels pretty safe. Like right here, there's not as many things I can see her.
Yeah, you're fine. Yeah.
So she's feeling fine. She's thinking about things, Ted. Yeah, that's me. Nice
it's
and easy.
It's the tree's turn.
Tree.
Oh no.
Tree's gonna turn around and attack guard number 3, who is one of the guards, not the mage. Big old tree swing. That definitely hits.
One might say he was barking up the wrong tree.
Heyo.
Oh. I think he was hacking up the wrong tree.
Oh, no.
No.
I'm just gonna tell you guys, the tree hits pretty hard on account of being huge.
Right.
It's 3d6 plus 6 damage. I rolled 3 6s.
Oh.
Oh, this
Great.
poor dude. This poor
Somebody
dude.
went squish.
And you want me to fight that?
24.
Dang.
Yeah, that really hurts that guard. He's not quite dead, but
Squishing up a baby bumblebee.
it
Wow.
swings around with another limb, second attack at disadvantage. Okay, that just misses him, so he's not dead. He's very unhappy. Then the captain shakes himself off after being, surprised by the glass shattering behind him, and sees his people in danger. Runs out the window, draws his long sword, and takes a couple of swings at the tree. Let's see how he does. Okay, first one is definitely a hit. Second one at disadvantage is a miss. So he gets 1 hit with this long sword. And slashing damage, swords, axes, that sort of thing, pretty good on trees historically. So,
Right.
Some would say.
that's a good hit. Yeah, he chops some thin branches off. Takes a good chunk out of the trunk. Didn't mean for that to rhyme. Then it's witch number 2, who is going to move to this window and let's see. Options here. I have it written down. There we go. They are going to cast Push and Pull on Zephyrogen. They're going to try to pull you. With, telekinesis, essentially.
Oh, yes, bring me closer, please.
Drive me closer so I can hit them with my sword.
Yeah, they don't necessarily know that that's not the best idea. Make a strength saving throw, please.
Oh, I'm good at this. Maybe.
Yes.
We'll see.
I believe in you.
You should not. I rolled a 5, so
Well,
total of 9.
come on.
Total of 9 is going to fail. Yeah, you feel a telekinetic force tug on your shoulder, and you are yanked 3 spaces out into the open there.
Oh.
Through the window. You don't take any damage. You land on your feet. You're fine.
Yeah, yoink.
And then it is Katie's
Bye.
turn. It's Mahia's turn. What do you do?
I had so many thoughts about what I was going to do, and all of that's changed.
That's what happens when you get a 6.
I set the tempo for this fight. It was a bad idea.
I'm going to fire burst the tree.
Okay.
I want it to be burning if I
At
can.
base, or are you doing like an empower or anything?
No. Just normal for now. We'll
Okay.
see how it goes.
It's a reflex saving throw from me. That's a natural 1, so that's definitely a fail.
Beautiful.
Be damage.
7 damage.
Excuse me. Okay, so 14 damage, which is pretty good. And yeah, it is.
Now
it is
it's burning.
Part of it has actually caught fire this time.
Whoop.
So it'll take a little bit of damage on its turns when those roll around. Back around to the top of initiative, the Inquisitor Mage is going to go, and they're just going to try to heal their buddy who's next to them, because he just got hit by a whole-ass log. So he's going to get some HP back. I'll actually give him 2. We'll empower that, yeah. So he gets 4, 6... He gets 8 health back. So he's doing a bit better. They're not going to move because they do not want to get swung at. The guard who is next to the mage is going to put away, drop their crossbow, pull their spear. I mean, it's piercing damage no matter what, but at least it's a melee weapon. And swing. That's unfortunate. That's really unfortunate for them because second hit at disadvantage is a miss, but the first one was a natural 1. This guy is having a bad night. The tree swings back at him on his natural 1 and hits him. Okay, not maximum damage this time.
This time.
Not
He's
this,
still
not
up?
today. 12, 13. He is, but barely. I think if I hadn't healed him last turn, he'd be down. So then it is Zephyroge's turn.
Oh boy, he did not expect to get pulled out of the window, so he probably would have left all the rest of his equipment inside the office.
I mean, you have. It's generally assumed that you have your weapons attached.
Yes, but it's cooler. It's cooler to imagine that he pulls a sword out
Yes, that's
instead,
fine.
and then decides to rush this guy
Go ahead.
who pulled him out of the building.
Storytelling.
And then he's going to, with all the precision of probably a drunken whale, aimed headshot.
Okay, so that's a disadvantage attack.
Disadvantage, but I have a plus 10. First roll was an 18. Second roll, was a natural 20. So
Okay, well you lose that, but you do get a hit.
but
I do.
I'm still proud of you.
So do your normal long swords damage and add an extra 2d6
All right,
for the headshot.
since it is two-handed, we're doing
it's
a
a D10.
headshot. D10.
D10 strength and 2d6.
Okay, so that is a 9. So plus 4 is 13 so far, with 2d6. I rolled, a 6 and a 4. So additional 10 points of damage. So we're at 23 points of damage.
That is, well, they hadn't been hit yet, so that is most of a dead witch, but not quite. But you do have another attack if you'd like to do that with your action.
I do. Do I trust myself?
You can't aim
I trust
again on the
myself.
second one because you have disadvantage.
Yeah.
But you can take a normal swing.
But I do trust myself. So here we going. Second swing. I'm assuming a 12 wouldn't hit regardless. In total.
A total of 12, I don't think hits these guys.
Because I just rolled a 2.
No, not quite.
Okay, so I cannot roll better than a 2.
Well, let's roll
I
to make
rolled
sure it's
two.
not a 1.
I rolled a 2 and a 19.
Okay.
So
Yes, you get one good hit in, they recoil so much that your second swing just whiffs past them.
you know what? It's time. Adrenaline burst.
Okay,
I'm taking out one of these guys.
Go for it. Yeah, like,
I'm taking out one of these guys. Yeah, we're just gonna follow up with
standard attack.
trying to think. Do I want to do a standard attack or want to take out his legs?
Well, you hit him pretty hard.
I did hit him pretty hard.
Harder.
We're gonna hit him even harder.
Yes.
I will take the disadvantage to go for the head again.
All right.
Okay, it's a total of 16 or a total of 17.
Yeah, hit.
Okay,
So the D10 and 2d6 again.
that was 6, so 10 totals right there. With a
All right, I'll
3.
stop you right there. They had 8 health.
All right, I wasn't sure.
Yeah, you lop their head clean off, and you still have one quick action left with your second turn there, and you do have your movement still if you want to go for number
know what?
3.
I don't like number 3. I don't like how number 3 is mean mugging me. We're going to. You know what? I'm gonna do something silly.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm going to throw the magical stiletto at him.
Yes.
Disadvantage. Well, you have disadvantage anyway.
I will accept it if the GM will allow it.
Yeah, I mean, it's awkward, it's heavy, but I mean, you have disadvantage anyway, so.
Okay, so the +7 instead of +10.
Yes, because it's based on reflex. It's
Okay.
a light melee thrown.
So that was 17 that I rolled.
It's light melee thrown. What's your light melee?
Yes, I was just looking at that. Light melee thrown is 5.
Okay, I was gonna say it's probably
So-
worse than your medium. Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely. So the first one was a 17. Discarding that one. Next one is a total of 16.
Okay, yeah. So you throw it at them. Somehow, despite its odd weight distribution, you manage to keep it pretty level and stick it into them. Give me damage.
1 damage.
Well, it's a D4 plus strength still.
Okay, so total of 5.
5 damage. Okay. And they are number 3. 5 damage.
And then
They're not.
I am able to move after attacking, correct?
You are.
We're just gonna approach him.
Okay. Then after you, it's the guard who is on the roof. Let me pull up my tab here. They're gonna keep moving along the roof. 3, 4, 5, 6, and they're gonna take shots at the other roof person. Yeah, they can reach that with their light crossbow. So, the A shot, I should say. So they've used their other action to reload. That's a hit. Good job, guard.
Guard, thank you. We appreciate you.
That's just a flat D10. Okay, not a lot of damage, but a hit, a grazing blow. Then it is Meg's turn. Theodosia's turn.
Okay. So, let's... Oh, wrong page. Zip up towards 3.
Yep.
And... Can I make a double dagger attack?
You may.
Okay. The first one was a 27 hit.
Uh-huh.
I don't know about that.
Let me double check my notes here.
Well, you see, this is the boss witch.
Okay. Alright, that's gonna be 1 piercing, 2 slashing.
What?
Did you get the damage?
Yeah,
1 piercing plus 2 slashing.
that doesn't make any sense.
That's what you have it written as.
No.
Or unless S is something else. What did I write a
It
note
should
as?
just be 1d4 plus strength, piercing or slashing. Take your pick, but...
Oh, I just copied over something. I'll look for it later so we can fix it if it's an issue then.
Yeah, it's just a d4 plus your strength.
Maybe that's what... No, I wrote S and P. Okay, well, whatever. 3
Okay, yeah, so okay.
on the first
Yeah, 3
attack.
damage. Yeah, go ahead.
Oh, wait, I already... Oh, crap. What?
And then you make one with your offhand. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about the off. Ooh.
As a free action.
Yeah, so on the offhand, it's a 26.
Yeah. And same thing, another d4 plus strength.
Another 3.
Another 3. And then if you'd like to make another main hand attack, you can. Otherwise, you have another quick action to do whatever you want with.
No, I'll just do another attack. Okay. A 25.
Yep.
And another 3, because I can't roll a d4 for my life, apparently.
Yep. You're just cutting them up. Just little paper cuts.
Little tiny cuts. That's 9 damage, though, so...
It's their turn. They're going to use... they're going to do some magic, as you might expect. Let's see here. They're going to look towards Zephyrogen, and their hand is going to light up with, like, green energy, and they're going to try to grab you. I need you to make... I want to say it's a vitality save.
I'm not a big fan of this.
Yeah, make a vitality save, please.
Okay, that's a +3. Okay, I rolled a 2.
All right.
All right, whatever's gonna happen, I deserve it.
Not good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. You take 9 unholy damage
That is a lot of damage.
as they grab you, and the energy then sort of flows out of you, and they heal a little bit.
Oh, oh, I don't necessarily like you too much.
6, 9 damage, so it's a little bit health back. Okay. And that is their turn. Then the one on the roof is going to disappear.
God damn it.
They cast a spell, either a teleportation or an invisibility or something, and they are out of here.
Rude.
Uncool. Cowardly, even.
Extremely.
It is Sam. It's Pandora's turn. There's still
Well, I
one
mean,
witch and a
who
tree.
didn't run away and... You know... Oh, 'cause 4, like, is out.
Yeah, they
don't
have
like that.
completely disappeared. Either they turned invisible or they teleported or something. But yeah, they're gone.
Okay. I mean, I guess I will try to utilize my torch and fire arrow situation.
Yeah, if you want to just plant a candle down on the table and just start shooting fire arrows at this tree, I'll allow it.
I would like to do that. Yes, that's exactly
Okay,
what I
so
would like
make
to
a
do.
normal attack first. I'll figure out the fire damage after. Let me move you on the map. You know, stand there to do these shots.
Perfect. Okay, so
You
gonna
don't have to worry about
be-
shooting through the captain because the tree's really big.
Just don't shoot
It's
the
a
captain,
17
please.
to hit.
Yes, that hits. So give me the damage.
That's 1d8, so it's gonna be 6.
6 damage to 3, which is less because it's an arrow. But then give me a 1d4 of heat damage with a little bit of fire attached to it.
I like it. D4. Aha. 3.
Okay, so I'll double that to 6. And then if you'd like to take another shot at disadvantage, you can.
Yeah. Disadvantage, you said?
Yes. Yeah.
Wow, does my brain just went no math. 13 to hit.
13 misses.
Oh no!
That is that, and it is Charm's turn. It's Roni's turn.
It sure is. I have a plan this time. All right. Ronnie longingly looks at the rest of the bookshelf and decides it's not fucking worth it.
Except for that one book.
Look, there's that one book will do for now. Maybe there will be later opportunities for more. She is going to do 1 second. I am checking the list. Oh, that is a quick action. Sweet. All right. The reread spells and such. She is going to first walk out here, come up next to the
Captain.
The captain is just like, "You're cool, right? And you like me, right? You're not gonna be mean to me, right?"
He just kind of looks at you like, I what?
Great. And then she is going to. He seems okay damage-wise, right? Like he only got the one grab, correct?
Yeah, he actually hasn't been hit. The tree attempted to grab him, but didn't do any damage.
Cool. And so she's gonna come over here. Actually, I think she can get to this add square. That's the one. And then check my range one more time. Yeah, they're 10 feet away. Hell yeah, they are. And she is going to take out her scythe and just kind of swing it around the floor around her, and as it like crosses over like the cobblestones and the dirt, it like leaves this like magical circle in a really wide range, and she is going to put down Circle of Regeneration. Okay. And she's gonna cast that with the safe modifier, so that way the tree doesn't heal.
So, right, you exclude the tree.
I'm excluding the tree.
The Circle of Regeneration. So yes. These guys on their turns, I believe, will receive some healing.
Yeah, 1d4 HP.
Hey, speaking of the tree.
Yeah, what about that tree?
The tree that's on fire.
The tree that's on fire. That's true.
Yep.
Let me double check burning, if one of you has it open already. I forget if it's the beginning of the turn or the end of the turn.
1d6 heat damage at the end of the turn if standing on a non-flammable surface. Can move.
Yeah, the tree's not going to stop that roll.
You never know.
What?
Logs can roll. Logs roll all the time.
Brief pause, having a minor cat situation. I'm just going to put us on the break screen for like 1 minute. We just have to.
Oh no!
He's got a little dirty. We got to wipe him up. We'll be right back.
Oh baby.
Oh.
Sam's not here. She's still on break.
Oh, okay. Well, back to break. actually back now. Okay, great.
Huzzah!
It is the tree's turn.
Oh no.
Opposite
tree
of
cat.
Huzzah.
No.
Charm, here comes a tree branch.
Oh, yeah,
Oh,
that's fair.
no.
Hey, by the way though,
Yeah.
I'm being targeted by an attack,
You are
right?
being targeted by a hostile action, that is true.
Cool. Please make a charisma save for me because I have the feature Peace God's Blessing.
Tree charisma
And that
save.
might force him to hit someone else.
I've gotten a 12, which I assume is not good enough.
It is not high enough.
Okay.
So, please
Well.
select a new target or choose a different action.
The new target is that guard he was working on. And he
Huzzah!
hits,
Oh
so
man.
Fuck that guy.
fuck that guy, I guess. Oh yeah, he's dead.
Oh.
Yeah,
you
the tree
couldn't
branch
save
just
that guy.
slow swings, you know, and he
Yeah.
is just no longer with us.
Goodbye.
Disadvantage attack at the captain. That actually hits. And yeah, it swipes at the captain with another branch. He is okay though. He is a tougher dude. Where are we? 8. Okay, yeah. Yeah, he's okay. It's his turn. He will retaliate with his longsword as he did previously. First one's a miss. Second one is a hit somehow. Disadvantage.
Yeah. Go get him.
Okay. Okay. But not damage to the captain, damage from the captain. Wrong spreadsheet cell. There we go. Okay, then it would be Witch 2, but they're not here anymore. And so it is Katie's turn. It is Mahia's turn.
Hey. I'm gonna head out the window, but I'm gonna move. Oh, I moved everything instead of my character first. Hold up.
Hot.
Just accidentally throwing the entire map out the
Earthquake.
Exactly. I'm creating the
Earthquake.
earthquakes. That's what it is.
I just want to say you're the earthquake.
No!
It
Sorry
was
about
you
that.
all along.
The truth
Uh-oh.
comes out.
Ruh-roh.
I'm gonna death mark because it's a quick action. Do both of them, both the tree and number 3.
Okay. Yep, your little curse mark appears on both of them. So they will take additional damage when they do that.
Great. And then I'm gonna hop out the window
Yeah,
and
go
head
ahead.
over towards where 2 was.
Sure.
Oh, okay. Thank you, Roll20, for letting me do things.
Maybe just
I think
go
I can
with the
get
old-
here.
The old arrow keys.
I think I can get there. We'll be there. I'm heading over to 2 to look at them,
Yeah,
but I'm not there yet.
That's fine. Coming back around to the top, seeing that you've cursed the tree. Oh, I should get rid of that guy who's,
Dead.
Flattered.
And then the Inquisitor Mage will try their light attack spell again. Seeing as the tree is cursed, the tree makes saving throw poorly, thankfully. It's a D8 and then also a D4. So, okay. Again, the beam of light comes down. When it hits dark, it comes out of it because of the death mark. So it's kind of a swirl of colors, but it's working. The tree is definitely slowing down significantly. Probably can't take more than another hit or 2. Then it's the dead guard. So then it's Mitch. It's Zephyrosian's turn.
He's gonna be. You know what? Zephyrosian's gonna be a bastard. He's gonna drop his blade and aim for the legs, but not in the way that you think. Instead, he's gonna do a shove, trying to loop the longsword around the guy and shoulder check him,
Okay.
just enough to push him down.
You want to knock prone or you want to do movement? Nothing.
We're gonna knock him prone.
You gonna go for prone? Okay, so we make an athletics contest.
Yes, I have a +9.
I don't.
Ooh.
All right, I rolled a 9, so that's a total of 18.
Cool. 15, so prone.
Prone, and then just like the absolute madman that he is, we're gonna do. Would I take disadvantage on this attack?
It would cancel out, so you'd have disadvantage for it being your second attack, but then you'd have advantage for them being prone, so you can make it normal.
Okay, so I can't even make it 8. Got it. All right. Yeah, he's gonna make it easier for his friend, and he's gonna follow it up with just a vicious downward strike. I'm assuming 26 hits.
It does indeed.
Oh, well.
With a total of 10 points of damage.
Plus the D4.
Plus
I didn't have the
Give me a
D4. Ooh.
Death mark.
That might be important.
Yes.
Oh, okay, so the total of 13.
Hey, they had 13 health.
Oh, man.
The dead.
All right, I'm once again proving that I am the most vicious person on the battlefield. And then I will take. I guess I still
Especially when
moved.
buffed.
Yeah, especially when
counts
buffed.
as one.
I only move 30 feet, so I'll move right there, trying to get closer to.
Sure. And then
You know what? I'm gonna help out. I'm gonna rush and take that point of exhaustion, and I'm gonna throw my second fire bottle at the tree.
Sure. Yeah. I make a reflex save.
Yep.
It may not really matter. I rolled very bad. Give me the 2d8.
All right. That's 5, and so 10 points of damage.
Yeah, so 20 points of damage on account of it being made of wood, and that does it in. There's sort of a screech sound that comes out of it. It flails around and twitches, and
Your
then
noise gate did not pick that up. Could we
It
get a
said no.
repeat of what that was?
Slower a little bit.
I
just
think
scored
the
a-
stream is getting it, but you guys probably just aren't.
Wow, okay.
Damn.
We don't get to hear it, but fine.
Dang.
We don't get to hear anything.
We remain deaf to the glorious sounds that you make.
Then give me just a second here to reset things. Change the music. Switch back to this. So yes, the dust has settled, and a few things happen. First of all, I'll put this in Discord for you guys, but then I will show it to the chat in a second. Yeah, great. So, yeah, thank you. You guys heard me? Okay, good.
I can't tell if they're being sarcastic now.
Shame everyone
Shame
missed it. I'm
everyone
pretty
missed
sure.
it.
So my throat's dry. It's the best you get. So you guys see a symbol carved into the tree, or Katie notices it, Mahia notices it specifically. And I will show you what that looks like.
Ooh.
Oh, whoa.
That's a fun one.
Ooh.
Okay,
This symbol is
That's
carved
fine.
into the tree.
that's fine. That's fine.
Mahia recognizes it. Perhaps you can explain that to people later, if maybe you won't.
Yeah.
None of the witches looked familiar to you. They're all human, but the two dead ones are human. The one who got away, I guess you can't confirm, but
Do they also have something that has the symbol on it, like a I don't know, branding? Do we have brandings?
no, they do not.
Thankfully.
So yes, there's the symbol carved into the wood. Everyone's got a good look at it. We'll go back to the main screen.
Yeah.
And yeah, the guards start cleaning up. The captain looks over to you guys, holding his arm where he got hit, and he says, "Well, thank you again, I suppose. We'll
I make him still stand in the circle. I'm just like, no,
Yeah.
stay right there.
He's like, oh yes, yes, that is
Stay right there. Okay,
Quite
Great.
Yes. That is,
great, perfect.
And he
Nailed it.
shrugs on. He's like, oh, that's much better. Thank you.
Wait, can I get some of that, please? Hang on.
Doesn't last a lot of time, but it's there for now.
All right.
For a couple seconds after this fight. Do tree monsters exist normally in this region?
No, it wouldn't be the first time this city's been attacked by witches. It's been years since the last one, but
Years since...
and looking over at the courtyard in front of the church, you see that there's a clear place where that tree was planted, and so like they made it here.
Oh
Got it,
no,
got it,
I
got it.
really liked that tree.
Dang, if only there wasn't foreshadowing last episode. This tree might be used.
I don't know what you're talking about.
I don't know. I don't even remember if I narrated if there's a tree or not.
Did describe the
believe you
tree.
did.
Is it possible? So up where the witches were like roof that they were on, can I just investigate that up there to see if there's any like symbols or weird things they left behind as they potentially transported themselves up?
Sure, yeah, you can
Any
climb up on the
random-
roof. It doesn't look like they left anything behind.
Okay. It's worth hearing.
Yeah. And the captain's like, well, let us handle the investigation of things here. You folks have done more than enough to help out. As I said, I'll see to it that you pay for nothing in the way of accommodations for the next few days.
Thank you.
You're sure, out of the woods dealing with the bandits, that you weren't followed or anything?
By a giant tree? No.
It's only
No,
birds.
you know where the tree came from, but more likely by the witches.
I don't think a tree followed us. I think he came from here.
Only birds.
Mm,
Birds, maybe squirrels, some chipmunks.
well, shapeshifting is not unheard of, but
Theo giggles under her breath.
yeah. Let me just double check my notes here. If there's anything else, any other parts of this encounter? Yeah. So that's that. He's like, well, go on then, get your rest. If you've certainly proven yourselves more than reliable. If we have more work, we'll be in touch.
Great. Thank you.
Great.
Cool. Don't
All
forget
right.
self-care.
Self-care check for everybody.
It's very important after a stressful situation to take care of yourself.
So, I guess we can just go to the bar. I feel like a lot of people have something to say. Maybe.
Can Theo look at Mahia and just check her lips?
Do you?
Same lipstick as always.
It's like nothing's worn off. I don't need to show you a little touch-up time.
No.
Yeah, you didn't get hit. or
Keeping an
anything,
eye out for you.
so, Yeah, you guys can go back to a same tavern. That's fine. Book yourselves room. They've already received word that your rooms are free. If you'd like to hang out downstairs and just chit chat and talk there, you can. Or if you want to go up into one of the rooms to talk to each other there, you can do that. Do you
Mahia's
prefer-
going up
No,
to a
thank you.
room. She's just going up to a
Okay.
room. Y'all can join if you want, but she's not in public right now.
In that case, I have another image.
Oh.
Oh,
So Mahia goes up to a room. Let's say, for sake of argument, that you guys also go up to adjacent rooms, if not the same one.
I was gonna ask if there was a dartboard, but I guess I'll go upstairs.
The darts
embarrass
leader.
everybody at darts.
So you get to your room, Mahia. You open the door. Doesn't look like anyone's been in here a while, and yet in the middle of the room, there's a piece of paper just kind of sat there like this, just like in a little, just sitting in the middle of the floor.
I grab it.
Thus.
And
I grab it. I walk through. Is there a window that I can look out to see if anyone is on a nearby roof?
It's closed. Looking out, it's just the darkness of the night. Empty rooftops. I will put it up on screen in a second when I remember how to do that. There it is. There is the letter. One of you would like to dramatically read that for a second? I'll be back in like 2 seconds. I just gotta...
Who wants to read it?
Mahia, would you read it out loud, or would you hand it to someone?
I would read it. Probably mumbling it so that I'll read it like mumbling I'll read it clear for the sake of you all and hearing it. Mahia was mumbling. As you have no doubt noticed, you have done something that has consequences. The witch attack is just the beginning. Nope, I can read. We cannot understate the urgency. We are not angry with you. You could not have known. You have not been allowed to know.
Oh.
Okay. The 5 of you will come to Imperia. You'll go to the smithy across the road from St. Asher's Cathedral. You will tell them you would like to buy a dagger. When they ask why, so many daggers. When they ask why, you will tell them that you lost your old one in northeast Dovaria. We will explain. You will help make things right. Keep it secret. Destroy this letter.
Keep it secret.
Keep it safe.
How much of a secret do you want it to be?
Mumbles that to herself loud enough for you guys to hear, but like clearly not intentionally saying it to everybody.
Myriad
And
here identifying fonts.
Lights it on fire.
That's my UI UX boy.
Reads it and then sets it on fire.
Oh no.
This is
Roni starts
normally-
writing it down in her journal, but like shorthanded.
I will remember it. Don't worry.
This is normally not what happens when I get invited to somebody's room.
This is normally
What's that
how I
about?
get invited everywhere.
So am I getting a new dagger?
You get invited
Don't think
places
we're
through
actually
weird
good.
invitations?
A long story.
I mean, most
Nothing
people
but time.
send letters for invitations. That's not that
That is
strange.
true.
Yeah.
Fair. Offhand, how far are we currently from Imperia?
It's a few days hike.
Mm-hmm. Okay, something that has had consequences. The witch attack is just the beginning.
Was it us killing the tree?
No, the tree is the witch attack.
No.
I think this has to do with the green shining
Yeah.
light.
Yes, this
Very
is about the dagger.
Mm-hmm.
Dagger for a dagger.
How sure are we?
They witches here from Nordergrad very quickly.
Pulling for the dagger, has it changed at all from what I can tell?
No, seems the same. A little bit of blood on it now, but that comes off easy enough.
Mm-hmm. Can I do any sort of like mind-based knowledge check for any sort of like cults that might have like a dagger involved like heavily in their
So yeah, the
stories?
thing with cults and stuff like that is that the clergy has such a strong grip
yeah.
that if there's anyone ever hears of any alternative thing, it is gone very quickly.
Right.
Okay.
Okay.
So yeah, there's no like reasonably well-known cults out there.
Okay.
Is the instructions in this letter typical to what I would receive from the coven? Like, does everything read?
This is a different style of speaking. There's a like,
Okay.
Your instructions from them tended to be even more brief and to the point, just like them
Okay.
this time dead. Like,
Well.
If you don't mind, if I
Yeah.
can pipe up here a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
I'm used to dealing with the shady type.
Yeah.
Wouldn't it be a little worrying if we're just getting invited out of nowhere?
Yeah, that's my concern as well.
I think it's more worrying that they know who we are.
And where to find us?
So the real question is, who's going to Imperia?
according to the letter,
It
the
said
5 of you.
5. It said 5 of us. Looks like we're now a team.
Suppose so.
Don't make that face, Thea.
Theo fixes her face because she's like, oh.
Okay. I mean, sure. I've never been. That sounds kind of nice.
It'll certainly be an adventure.
It would be an adventure. That's true.
Getting
And I've always
conscripted
really
like
wanted to
this.
go. What?
Never seen a conscription like this, but
No.
it'd be fun.
And honestly, I've always wanted to make the pilgrimage, so, you know.
I mean, fun might be a little bit of a stretch when, like, I don't know, there are scary notes and daggers and things that doesn't tend to be super
Tell
fun.
me you haven't been
but-
having fun, Pandora. How many fights have you can say
Yeah.
you fought a giant tree monster?
And survived.
That was pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie.
One day
That
you'll
was
learn
fun.
not to be such a downer. You
There
and
was
Theo.
more fiery trees on the road. Could be fun.
Real quick, so it sounds like we're basically in agreement that you're gonna go to Imperia.
No, we're not biting the plot hook.
Katie, do you
I'm just
want?
leaving. Bye.
Yeah.
Going south.
Do you want Mahia to bring up the symbol at all, or just with Theodosia in a different scene, or what do you want to do?
No one's questioned yet, so nothing. No,
Okay.
I'm not bringing it up. I said something very specific and no one responded, so I'm leaving it.
I don't even know if I heard you, so.
The question is, did anyone else notice? I think at the point I was a little too far away because I just threw a fire bottle.
I mean, you all would have seen it, but like it doesn't mean anything to you. You're just like, oh, that's a magic rune to make a spell happen. Like, you know.
Is it something that I would identify knowledge-wise? Or with like a magic check or something?
You can make a magic check on it, sure.
That sounded like the perfect squeaky door.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
little squeaky toy going on.
I'm full of sounds. That was a natural 20. That's why that sound came out of me, because I was
Right,
so
I
surprised.
kinda figured.
Plus 12, so that's a
Nice.
32.
Wow.
32. Jeez.
32. What
So-
the fuck is that symbol, Alex?
Yeah, it's
Or,
pretty
well, what do I know?
common for witch covens to have some sort of identifying symbol, and often when they are experimenting with new types of spells, they will try to work that symbol into those spells.
Okay.
So it definitely seems like it's, you know, unsanctioned experimental magic at work. It was a step of animating the tree to carve the symbol into it.
Gotcha.
But like, who is it specifically? You don't know.
Okay.
There's dozens of these small splinter covens out there.
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, I guess we just keep an eye out for anything that seems coven-y around as we travel.
Yeah.
Vague and ominous.
So with that, we've got ourselves pretty sorted out. We're gonna take one more short break, and then we'll come back for, like we did last episode, just, you know, another 10-15 minutes at the end to figure out what we're doing next time, do IP, chit-chat with the chat again. But yeah, real quick, one more short break, and we will be right back. Alrighty then. So, let's wrap things up. Let's catch up on chat wherever we left off. Jokes about Greek fire. Scary number jump scare.
Oh no!
Oh crap! It's Smitty Werben Jaegerman Jensen. That was good. He was number one.
Was.
Can never trust the trees.
Never. I just keep imagining the tree from Don't Starve.
Oh,
Yeah,
yeah.
tree that'll affect us. The only mental image I got is that tree, and I'm like,
It's a good
terrifying.
tree.
Never trust the.
No, you said
Never
evil
trust
tree beard, and that's who I got.
Puns. Lots of puns.
Good.
Platypus's power went out. I'm sorry to hear that. I hope you catch the VOD.
That
I hope you hear
happens.
this in the future. Hope,
Hopefully you come back. We
hopefully-
appreciate you.
Hopefully everything went well there.
I'm playing 4D chess.
You are indeed.
Mhm.
When all else fails, start
What's
a
your-
fire. Yep.
What's your mind again?
5.
As high as it
I don't
can
think
be,
it's 4. I think
start.
it's 5. I think it's 5D chess. Let's be honest.
I got that big
yes, the
number.
catastrophe. He's fine. He just stepped in litter after he peed and got litter all over his foot, and then ran under me while I'm streaming. My
Oh,
wife's
God.
chasing him with the paper towel, like, "No, you idiot!" Like, anyway, but there.
The joy of cats.
Amazing.
And yes, my horrible tree screech. All right. I
I don't know. I feel like it was beautiful. I
It was.
definitely heard it. So
It was perfect.
Yeah, totally.
Lots of that just to hear it.
So pretty much decided that next time will be the road trip episode, basically, as we make our
Road
way
trip.
to Imperia, a couple days hike. Improvement points, I think I will give you guys 15 again.
Yeah.
It was only one fight, but it was a bigger fight.
Getting
A
there.
big old tree.
You get your long rest. We happen to be ending the session at the end of a day again, so you get your long rest. So if you guys want to spend any of those IP, we can do that. We can do that in between sessions and talk about what you buy.
yeah.
As always,
Perhaps.
a reminder that folks can download the rulebooks for themselves via the link in the description at our website. They are completely free until we finish making the game.
It's worth it.
Definitely a steal at $0.
Mhm.
So give it a try.
That'll be a small loan of $1 million.
Yes. That's for the Kickstarter. But it's not a loan. I
Yep.
just keep it.
Yes.
Likewise, the setting guide, but if you want to read more into the lore of the setting, that's all there.
Until we completely mess it up.
Yeah.
And we did this last time, but it doesn't need to be as long of a discussion because it was the first time we played, and now it's not. But any mechanical things stick out to you guys? Everything feel good? I know we had a slightly more complicated fight with a monster with strengths and weaknesses and enemies casting spells, and how did we feel?
There was one thing I noticed that it was more of a question,
Yeah.
but then the plume of poison smoke was gone. I don't have to breathe. Would I still have to, like, for those types of
Poison
smoke
cloud.
things? Like, would I?
Poison clouds, I still affects you. Rules is written. Yes,
Okay,
we can say it's skin permeable.
sounds
Probably
fair.
gonna- it's probably going to sit
I
a
was
cloud.
ready to
Got
ask
it.
and then find out,
Yeah.
but then the poison went away. And I was like, oh, I
Toxic
guess
cloud,
I won't find
perhaps.
out.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. For sure.
But a good question.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. No, marshals feel really good with the different
Chat,
options.
likewise, if anybody has anything. But yeah.
So being a martial like centric character feels really good.
Mhm.
A lot of different options.
Yeah. No, I'm glad you feel that way. That's something you run into a lot in similar systems where it's just like, what do I do? I attack.
Yeah.
Which, like, you're still just doing attacking, but you're doing variations on it with your aimed attacks and your different weapons, and so I'm glad it's working.
And here I thought I was really good at melee weapons. People out here beating me with ranged attacks.
Doing the mage hunter was fun too. See, it made sense. I think honestly, I got lucky that it worked exactly in that way. But I could see that being super useful in the future
Oh,
for
yeah.
a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
martials are hard to balance when magic is there. Martials are always. I don't think there is such thing as like a perfect balancing situation. You're just trying to get closer, you know?
Yeah. And honestly, martials are hard to balance even without magic. Like, I've played
it's true.
plenty of other games and campaigns with no magical people or with, like, a half caster, and even then, it's still, like, sometimes the martials just don't know what to do with themselves. It takes a lot of, like, it takes a lot of brain power, I think, to play a martial class.
In a way that is interesting anyway, yeah.
And in a way that's interesting, yes. Because, like, of course, you can always just, like, be like, I attack.
Yeah.
But, like, you can
And
also
I think
use
as you guys
your
continue
martial
to level
knowledge
up,
for other shit.
True.
Yeah.
I think as you guys continue to level up and get more features, finding more interactions there, will open up a lot of stuff.
Yeah, that's definitely going to be it too. I know that like you have a list of your quick actions and your full actions, which really helps out.
Yeah.
So it makes it easier to like, for me personally, to sit there and go like, what would be something that would balance out what I'm doing? Like the decision to shove and then do an attack after that.
Right. To cancel out the disadvantage. Yeah.
Exactly. Yep. Like, so this is the I'm looking over all the cheat sheet going, what can I do to make myself more interesting and helpful in this fight?
For sure.
But that's just the martial spellcaster divide, you know?
Yeah. Exactly.
Right. The spellcaster, on the other hand, they're not looking at the list of actions as much as they're looking at their own list of spells and going, which one of these should I pick? Yeah.
Yep.
But anyway, we'll be back at a point. We need to figure out exactly what day our next episode is. But if you want a notification for that, hit the bell next to the subscribe button. I've never actually told anyone to hit the bell, but I believe that's what that does.
Like and subscribe, please.
Yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and all that stuff.
In the doobly-doo.
Become a member, support the show. Check out our other podcast. Follow these guys. Links for all of that stuff is in the description.
If you want to give Alex money, join membership.
Please, yes. If you want to give them money, go to their various streams and platforms. So we'll be back at some point. We'll be sure to let people know via Discord and Twitter and whatever. Our planned next date of 2 weeks from today doesn't work, so we might be a week early, we might be a week or two late. We'll figure it out, but we'll be back in a timely fashion.
Gorgeous.
Is the new season any good? Well, we've only recorded one episode, but it was pretty funny so far. So you'll have to wait and see, Campbell. But anyway, we've yapped on for long enough. You guys can go ahead and enjoy the rest of your evening. Bye-bye.
Good night.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.